can't you see? So locate, stand straight, and take aim. Let's
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. FSB Racing Mischief Night Winston Cup Series at Las Vegas. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, back in the booth with my partner in crime, Milt Jr., who just barely beat a Windows update to get here. How you doing, Milty?
It wiped me out, man.
Well, if anything more technical than flipping the switch happens, yeah, we know how that goes, but we're glad you could make it through that. Those never happen at the opportune time, do they?
No, you know, Will knocked off my headset. I unplugged my computer because I haven't figured out how to, every 24 hours it just comes on, like, by itself.
Has it got like a wake on LAN sort of thing or something?
Yeah, I don't know what. Even Matt Watkins tried to find it and fix it, and so I just unplug it when I'm gone during the week. So, last minute, baby.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah,
it's
possessed.
Yeah, it's possessed, exactly. Well, as you can see, we got the super fast Las Vegas Motor Speedway behind us here. And, man, in these truck physics, this place flies. This particular pavement, it's a 2011 edition of the track. It's a lot of fun. I certainly had fun Tuesday night here. But tonight we got quite a field ready to go here. We got, let's see, 28, Oh, I wish I'd reconfigured the third page of the standings for tonight. I haven't needed it for a few weeks. We're just gonna have to stick with the top 24 all night, but
Like
yeah, we
32,
got
I think.
36 connected to the server. You gotta take out like 4 for me, Milty, the second camera, and probably Sam not running. So yeah, great crowd, a nice big fast track, and you got Slim Jim Gately on the pole, Mama Gately, Doris Gately cheering him on in the chat, looking for another win. It's a solid choice.
Oh, yeah.
Can't go wrong with the professor. Take a look around some of these cars as they practice here. You got the 87 Marine machine. Looks like he's about to practice a pit stop here. That's going to be key all night. And no, he's just coming out. Someone smoked it trying to make a pit stop. Oh, there we go. The 22, Greg Palmer, Super Speedway winner last week. Loops that 22 machine, the Notre Dame colors, coming into the pits. This pit road is brutal.
Rudy,
And it is.
Rudy.
And it is a stickler for that speed limit. 45 cone to cone, and you got to bring it down off that turn 4 banking on worn out tires when it is time to pit. The In-N-Out Burger, local favorite there. The 90 car Matt Stewart. TG Reese out there in those Skull Bandit colors again. Got last night's winner at Martinsville, Mr. Jim Christofferson, in the 40 car, Western Auto, DW paint scheme. Looks like he's going to make a pit stop there, and he pretty much nailed it. That was textbook perfect right there. Him and Jason Dolfer.
Watching that
Again.
pink Cadillac do a pit stop, racing for the cure. Looks like they're ready to go.
Yeah, it's just Slim Jim Gately on pole, Matt Watkins outside pole there in the 15, and Matt Watkins up front. One of these things, that's dangerous. They might not ever see him again. Greg Palmer, a very close qualifying time there for third spot. Jason Dolfer, Chris Beckman, your points leader, I believe, and Ken Hansen rounding out there in row 3, P6. Pops Margison, fresh off another good run at Martinsville last night. The trucks. It's the 99 Scotch Blue Ford on the 7th spot on the grid. Jeff Hale, Mark DeSenza, Ryan Tracy rounding out your top 10. As you can see, we've got over 28 cars expected to take the green flag tonight.
Big old fat field.
Big old fat field. Big old fast track. It's not a super speedway like the 2.5 milers and 2.66 milers of Daytona and Talladega, respectively. It's not a strictly draft-dependent track, but you will see breakaways. One car can't get away from the field, but maybe 2 or 3 can. So you gotta both stay in the draft, keep the right side on the car. Very important here for the aerodynamics. And manage the tires so you don't lose that draft.
Palmer and Johnny Doucette arguing over the pit stall. Palmer's like, get out of my stall, bruh. You know? They're talking. What if there's a little slap and tickle going on
Oh
there?
yeah, Johnny Doucette. Yeah,
I think one of them said, "Get out of America, eh?"
yeah, yeah. There's a little passport dispute there.
Where's your passport, bro?
A pass, please.
Tickets, please. No
ticket.
Well, we got to make our picks. And I'm going with the 22, Greg Palmer. Starting P3 here, looking strong. There's some other easy picks to make here, and we've been there, done that. So we're going to go with a little bit of a long shot, not much. Qualifying third.
I haven't made the easy
Greg
pick.
Palmer.
I haven't made the easy pick in a while, so I'm going to do it since you left it wide open. 15, Matt Watkins. Pac-Man gobbles him up. A 1.5 miler like this, where pitting is crucial and speed is everything. This is Matt Watkins' wheelhouse.
Absolutely. Wants to get back on his winning ways. Not taking the easy route, starting in the back tonight. He qualifies up there in front.
Drivers, start.
The other ones to watch out there: Ken Hansen, Chris Beckman, Jeff Hale. I mean, any place it's, you're talking about speed, you're looking at that 29 car. 3 of Mark DeSenza, he's good everywhere. Ken Shea. Ryan Johnson back there in the 59, could be your sleeper.
Ryan Tracy in that 12. We've seen him run good. Driver here a while back on track.
Yeah, staying out of trouble, like I said, is big here, and that can play into the strengths of guys like Ryan Johnson and Steve Weber. Just keep the right side on the car and be there when it counts.
Rudy. On 22.
Rudy can't fail.
You better not mess with me, Lucky Charms. Outside of him is Jason Dolfer.
We got 106 laps around this 1.5 miler tonight.
Go.
Your pit window, you're going to be looking at about 30 to 34 laps on green flag runs. As the lights are off on the FSB pace car, makes the hard left down pit road, and the Professor Slim Jim Gately leads us to the green on this Halloween Eve.
Tires are cold.
Oh,
and the
the 22.
goes around. Just as I said that, spun the tires. No contact. Almost hits the pace car. And away he goes in the rear with the gear from P3
That
to last.
is the fastest
Wow.
I've ever seen the broadcaster jinx strike.
Just got on it there. Maybe started in the wrong gear. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a lost gear, spun tires,
It'd be
something.
second gear there where you're starting out.
Actually, I'm wondering if maybe he didn't slam it into first instead of second there. Maybe he started
Been
in
there,
second.
done that.
He may have started in second gear and tried to go for third and hit first. I have no experience with that whatsoever. Nope.
Well, back
The
in
bottom.
the day, I used to use several different configurations. BTP, I would use paddles and buttons, so I didn't have a shifter so that I could skip gears. And for a while, I tried that setup in the stock cars and realized I needed to just go to the good old paddle shifters and up and down, you know.
And we do have caution on the speedway here.
So he lucked out there big time. Not even hasn't lost a lap, so.
Why is everything all messed up with the ticker?
A little might have took the good off the tires there. I was just saying, gotta watch it on cold tires on these starts. Want to ease that throttle on before you get full throttle. Yeah, just put it to the flow.
Weird, I don't know what happened to the ticker there. It got all messed up.
Kicker issues.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out after we find the source of this caution. Because it was not Greg Palmer, as we noted. He spun the tires, but no harm, no foul.
Who went into the dirt at the start there?
That was Greg Palmer. It looked like he had a shifting issue on the start.
Just spun the tires. That thing went out from him
In
like
a
he lost
heartbeat.
his dog there.
Yeah, it almost looked like he downshifted instead of upshifting.
That's what Shawn said.
That's what I was thinking. I was speculating he started in second gear and missed third, hitting first.
So he's in the rear anyway, so you might as well get tires because you know you took the happy off him.
Absolutely, and we've got the source of this caution here, and it was the 87 here, Tom Jackson, right in front of our in-race reporter Dan Jones, who's joining us along with Chris Beckman right now. You
Yo,
see,
boys.
he went in there and it just got a little loose. I mean, it's a little tail happy on the first couple laps here, especially as you're arcing it into the corner. It looks like, oh, Bill Farmer got a piece of that too in response.
Our league sponsor.
Yeah, the
Farmer
series
Brothers
sponsor,
contract.
Bill
Series
Farmer.
sponsor.
Get a look here at what happened.
He might need a ride to work Monday.
There's Bill. We'll see what happened with him here. He's warming it up, and the car behind him did not get quite so loaded up, and Jeff Habbick slides into it too. So there's red, white, and blue cars just piling in there in one big bunch, and oh, there's the black smoke from the 06. That's probably going to be
that's
the night
terminal.
for him. Oh, that is a bummer. That is not the start he was looking for sure.
Ramba. I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
Help me, Jesus!
Feel the
Help me,
tank.
Buddha! Help me, Oprah Winfrey!
Actually, I was referring to Ford versus Ferrari there, but
Yeah, I was doing a little Ricky Bobby.
little Ricky Bobby.
Little Ricky Bobby, a little shake and bake, and he definitely got shaked and baked there, unfortunately.
The veteran, the 22, Palmer back in just to get more fuel. Figures I'm in the rear, might as well get as much fuel as I can.
Alright, let's see if I can figure out what's going on with
Missing
this
nothing
ticker.
there.
How did it get so out of alignment? Arg!
Was it a Windows update?
Can't be.
Frigger. Look at that repaint of the L43 Brian Lovell. And yes, they are related to Jim Lovell. Kohler sponsored 43 car, very nice paint. STP, the Racer's Edge.
It's pretty cool to have an astronaut in your family.
Yeah, really.
Absolutely. Can't say that every day. In-N-Out Burger. Oh man, I had animal style ripple Friday or Thursday. Good.
Milty's gone primal on us.
Quick, get him a Budweiser.
Absolutely. I'll have to get myself one here before not too long. Catching up here a little bit as Windows Update hammered me right before the race.
Funny, I have a Windows 7 machine I run, and I turned the updates off in 2017.
Well, there's
running.
nothing to update, you know. Good to see Brad Otto. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Nice looking paint there.
Alright, I think I got this updated to use the old ticker. As we're back to green here with Matt Watkins on point.
Yeah, the back of the grid there really didn't get caught up. That was kind of a lazy start for some of these guys in the rear. Oh, car up against the wall. Was that the 20? No, that was the Lowe's car. The 25 of Keith Cartier. He got as Dale. Oh, and the 22 just veers to the right and hammers him. That looked like a computer issue, and the 25's on fire. Am I on fire? I'm gosh darn fire. He's on fire. Come on, son, get out of that thing. And he's going straight to the pits and the pretend fuel extinguisher. Good thing it's not real, or he'd be smoking them if he got them. The 22 just said, right-hand turn, exit stage right. That had to be some kind of equipment failure. That was not a natural act, and that could explain what happened to him earlier. Yes, it's just all falling apart for the 22. And the 25, I don't know if that thing's going to keep going or not.
Yeah, that was weird. He just like, poof,
Wow, there it is on replay.
like hit a rock or something.
Like the steering broke,
Yeah.
That actually happened to my dad at over 200 miles an hour at Daytona.
Yeesh.
He went doo-doo in the cockpit. And I mean it.
Looks like he just got loose going in there and caught the apron, and it shot him up the track. And yeah, hard impact for him and the 25.
Oh, man. Good thing I didn't pick you, Chris. Because that's it's a death. 25,
Seriously.
long stop here. Looks like they're not giving up yet.
Yeah, I brought the butter car back out. We love Duluth Trading Company, but we didn't have the best of luck together.
Well,
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes.
Some badass pants, or you got Land O'Lakes, butter. I've actually worked at the Land O'Lakes here in Tulare, California. Talk about strict just to get in there to do any tile work is, well, your butter's going to be clean, baby. Clean and yellow.
Absolutely. Food safety is no joke.
Yeah,
Isn't
of course.
that
Yeah, definitely.
Isn't that Jim Ray's kind of career path there? Something about food safety.
Yeah, definitely works for UC Davis and makes sure our chickens are healthy and our cows, and does all that lab work that makes sure that doesn't happen. Nothing bad, so. Mark DeCenza, that trademark Wrangler paint job, and that trademark number 3. The only number he's ever known.
Not true.
Well, actually, you know what?
He
was
Yeah,
six.
he ran the 6 for a while. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mark didn't come back, and he got the 3 back.
Yeah, Mark Dillon didn't come
That's
back.
right.
It got opened up because it was locked down because honestly, everybody always wants the 3, which is why it's always locked down in most leagues. So when Shad Curran wanted to switch from the 03 to the 3, to the 33 rather, because that had opened up, it was accidentally double booked, double promised to 2 people. And so, as a consolation, Sam opened up the 3 and let Shane have it, or not Shane, Shad have it for 1 season, before Shad left. And so then Mark Dillon jumped on it, and then Mark DeCenza jumped on it, and it's been Mark's ever since. This is why I say the 3 should be, should be off limits. Everybody always wants it. There's always drama. But we got pace car still on the track here. Long caution for nobody a lap down.
Gotta be some oil out there.
Well, that was a hard hit, so probably some nuts and bolts. Anyway, I managed to get the old ticker back up. I'll have to figure out what happened to the GNL TV one next week. That was weird. Been working fine for a year, and then it just stopped. Got all out of alignment.
Technical difficulties. Brian Tracy
It's
in that
always
Ziga
something.
car. Hashtag I will. Jason Dulfer really, the last 4 or 5 races, has really started to show himself at the front on a regular basis. And he slid into that P3 spot, followed by the beer can, Ken Hansen. Coors, taste the mountain water.
But Milt, beavers do their duty in that water.
Well, you know, fish do their thing in water too, but
Yeah, people eat bat poop too. So
Well, we got the lights finally out on the FSB pace car. Matt Watkins taking us back to green. Good luck, guys. See if we can get some green flag action in here. We want to look for, like I said, pit stops about lap 34.
meanwhile,
32.
Matt Watkins has taken the lead, which we didn't even notice.
No, I saw it. We just got distracted by the caution coming out right away. We just didn't talk about it, but it was... We got full view of it. He got the good start on the outside.
Slim Jim in no hurry there. Knows he's not going anywhere. Lets Matt just take off. Being very, very conservative right now. I think these guys are expecting more cautions with this big field. Jeff Habig still in the pits in the Coast Guard number 101 car. Not sure what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Extended work for that crew.
Meanwhile, Slim
And
Jim
there he
is
goes.
back to work
I don't know
on...
if that was a penalty or what happened there. We'll have to see Greg Palmer back on the track. You know how that car is going to handle. That was a hard lick, but definitely I don't think he got the worst of it. Brian Den and the longtime veteran T.G. Reese going at it. It's a Mountain Dew and Skull.
Yeah.
That's what's for dinner.
We got Ed Fowler there driving a 320 tonight because he got stuck out of the 2 because of another technical issue. Sometimes the game freezes you out of your number. And he didn't get out in time for the reset there, so he's got the number 320 backup default car there. Could have sworn I downloaded the 34 car. I'm showing it defaults, at least on
Battling
2.
for P24, the 87 car running really well from the you know, being a fan to being on the track. And he's racing with Will Farmer, losing a little ground though. You know, these guys want to get moving here, but it's really hard on these restarts.
I think that's some new paint on the 33 car there of Terry Marinero. Jeff Habig is just crawling around the apron right now.
Yeah, down below. He's got some kind of issue in the 101.
I don't know if he's got an equipment issue or if he's lost fourth gear on the race car. Either way, he's crawling. Will Farmer, sitting all the way back in 24th. Don't know what happened to Will Farmer.
First place, Rick Castle.
Oh, Habig's around. Collecting T.G. Reese. That should bring out a caution as the 101 retires on the spot.
Tough luck for TG as we'll have to see what happened there. They're slowing down for the caution.
It looks like whatever issue the 101 had, he was back up to speed, or at least getting there. And they get into turn 1, and... Did he have help, or he just got a little loose up top? Switch camera angles there. Yeah, he's got a little loose up top, and there's TG.
Oh, creamed him in the driver door there. Ouch. Jeff's definitely going to be disappointed there.
That was a hard hit. We got Greg Palmer up in here, checking in from You still in
Great,
the
the
race
kiss
there?
of death, me picking you.
I retired, man. I blew third gear coming out onto the pace lap beginning of the race.
What?
So that explains why your car just went around
Yeah, that's
there.
why
Yep.
when you tried to jump gears, it just jumped on you.
Exactly. It just,
Man,
it's it. Qualified well. I was looking
You
forward to
blowed
the
up.
race.
well, you're
Well,
welcome to
you can
hang
blame
out with
Milty.
us and see the show here. You had a really strong car. Anything you can tell us about what the track's like in your few laps there? Of course, I know you were grabbing your butt with two hands there, trying to figure out what to do without third gear. But
Nope, can't describe the track at all. Didn't have a chance to get up to speed.
contact with the 90 and the 320.
Looks like they got it going
You had
now.
90 and 320. That's almost 420 time, but it says 410. So
Yeah, it's only 410.
bummer. Got another 10 minutes. Action
Yeah.
all over the track.
I was looking forward to this race. It really was, man.
Yeah, it's a fast, fun track. That was a real bummer to... Man, losing a gear on the pace lap, that's just not fair.
At
Well,
all.
people were saying maybe you went to first gear, or
That was my speculation on the start, that you would try to shift from second to third and end up in first. But yeah, that makes sense too.
It jumped.
gear failure is part of the sim. Part I never liked.
I lost first gear just pulling out of the pits. I've blown up as soon as the jack dropped on a tire change.
Yeah, first gear you don't mind. Second gear is it's but third gear. You need third gear, man.
Oh, Tuesday night
Absolutely.
I lost fourth gear at speed.
Oh,
I was clutching and just mistimed letting off and getting back in the gas. Ripped out fourth gear at Daytona.
oh, man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that one stung.
Well, Greg, obviously you've been racing for a while. Not that long at FSB. So, what's your career history a little bit? Fill the fans in.
I started racing back in Open Speedway back in the day, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Right
guys
at
through
the
there.
original, yep.
Yeah, started there, hung out there with Mouse and the rest of the guys down there. And took a break after, I think it was 08. Took a break, raised the girls who had softball, who had soccer, this, and that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And recently I just, on Facebook, talking to the guys I used to race with at Open Speedway, they wanted to get back together. I said, okay. And I'm the only one here. So,
Yeah, some of the guys I used to race with back at FBRL, they've retired from their careers. I'm like, okay, we'll come back racing again. Here we are. Oh yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, they haven't showed up yet.
You
Was
remember?
it like you had the wheel in the closet one day, and kids started to grow up a little bit, and you're like, man, I actually have some time for this, and pull that thing out and dust it off. Was it like that?
I wish it was. My wife threw out my old wheel. We redid the whole basement, made it into a man cave, and she snipped me with throwing away my wheel. So
Ouch.
Man, that could be
yeah, she
cause
figured
for
I didn't need it
divorce,
anymore.
man.
I wasn't on it for the past 5-6 years, whatever. So she just I said, okay, yeah, whatever. So I got a new wheel now, and I racing here at FSB. I love the guys here at FSB. Love them.
Awesome.
Everybody's a
Well,
gentleman. Everybody's great, friendly. They'll help you out. Love it. Wish I could promote it more.
awesome. Well, we're about to get back to green here with the lights off on the FSB pace car. Real quick, Chris, fuel window here, 32 or 34 laps?
Probably 32 if you're running hard, 34, 35 if you're saving a little bit.
That's kind of what I thought. So we're still looking at two more stops, 3 runs here at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
if you
close.
had a long run and you were spread out, you could clutch on this track.
I've done it.
I don't see that happening. But we still got a long way to go. 22 of 106.
Yep. We are green here at lap 23.
Oh, it looked like the 007 might have spun the tires just a little bit, but not bad, and got going.
Down.
You expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to win.
Yeah, so I think we know what the problem was tonight there, Greg. You need to put one of those taxi transmissions on your Friday night car.
You know, I talked to Doucette tonight. I think he's going to build me a taxi for this mod.
Yeah, was that
Nice.
what you were talking about when he pulled up next to you in the pits?
Yeah, I was
warm
asking
up
for
there.
I was asking for some Grey Poupon. He didn't have any.
I thought maybe he was giving you,
Oh, we got
your
caution
number
lights on
one
again.
salute there or something with the middle finger. I don't know.
They're trying to figure out the exchange rate.
And he's going at it with
Yes.
Dave Jannery, another longtime veteran of FSB. He's got some of that jolt, man. You ever tried that stuff? That's like Christian meth right there, man. You'd be ready to drive to San Diego from Fresno. Oh, boy. And they're slowing down already at caution. Looks
Yeah,
like.
043 here, Brian Level. It's another little dove to the apron, clipped it, and caught the 124 Rick Castle. And the 87 with Tom Jackson, it looks like.
Ooh.
A little double hit there. That'll definitely
Well, the fans
have an
might
impact
want
for
to
those
know
guys.
why are there so many cautions? Because, folks, in case you're wondering, this is pretty hard, you know.
Especially on the first couple laps when the
interstate
tires
at
are cold.
55, you know.
Well, you know, you hit that lip, and your car goes awkward, you know?
Well, we thought you might have had a mechanical issue there, just first glance, and then watching the replay, I realized, just like you said, you caught that lip of the, and it just shot your car to the right. Been there, done that. Of course, most of the time when I ran Vegas back in the day, it was the original configuration without the banking.
Well, it had the
Yeah.
banking, it just the surface didn't have the grip that this one does.
I love the
Okay,
banking
maybe
here.
I'm mixed up. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think they ever changed the banking on Vegas.
No, they did. Vegas was flat until I think 03
Yeah,
or
Oh, was
yeah,
it?
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah, that's what I thought.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Man, it's been so long. So yeah, then they turned it into this version.
I'm actually right one time.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. Where's the dinger at?
sorry,
Milky
Shawn.
counter. Ding. I'm always wrong. Milt. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, so they
Oh,
upped the
yeah.
banking, increased
Have
the grip
another
on the
beer,
surface, and then decided to put more than 33 Indy cars on it, because that was the best idea ever.
In fact, speaking of beer, sponsored by Budweiser, I'll be right back.
I think that was 2011, like this track is based on, when they had the Dan Weldon accident. This place is just too fast for Indy cars, but it's great in trucks, and truck physics like we're using tonight. We just get a green flag run going here. You gotta get everyone settled in on the first couple laps there. Cold tires, especially on the low line, it starts to want to creep around on you. I recommend to guys sometimes just drag the brake through 1 and 2 and settle it down.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of room to pass here once we get racing. I think you'll see some good action.
Absolutely, and while it is a drafting track, and while you can go flat out for a couple laps, you gotta take care of the tires too. You heat them up, wear the shiny off them, you're not gonna get it back, and you'll eventually fall out of that draft if the run goes long enough, or you'll just lose the maneuverability.
Yeah, they do get greasy after a few.
And we're going to see that, folks. Trust me, eventually. Like I said, this is very hard, especially when you got restart after restart, cold tires, and trying to get in a rhythm. Every time these drivers have to refocus and bring it every time, it's definitely not as easy as it looks, and it's not looking very easy right now.
All right, gentlemen, have a good night.
All right, Greg.
All
Better
right,
luck next time,
Greg,
bud.
thanks for talking to us. See you next
Greg.
week.
You got it. Later.
gonna have to haul Ryan up and congratulate his son winning that championship in the go-karts.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Isaac Johnson
absolutely.
wrapping up a go-kart championship recently
I am not surprised.
before heading back to school. Maybe while he was doing school, I don't know.
Well, that's a old school family thing. Racing, starting in go karts. Who knows? Give this kid a shot, somebody.
He wants to be an engineer, work on race cars that way, which I'm sure his mom's happier with.
Well, and having that driving experience with go kart is heck. That's where my dad started.
Absolutely.
That guy went so hard, he didn't realize he was third-degree burns on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's a true story. Isaac Johnson, our series admin Ryan Johnson's son, obviously a many-time FSB champion, many-time Friday night and other night winner. But racing go-karts, he got in someone else's cart that wasn't configured for him. I think the guy was shorter or taller than him or something, so the exhaust was in a different spot. And he was leaning on it the whole time. Had the ugliest, nastiest hole in his back, third-degree burns. He just let it happen because he was leading the race. That's a racer
Well,
for
that's
you.
a real driver for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a whole lot safer here, and we got the lights off in the FSP pace
Well,
car
imagine
again.
watching that as the father. I've definitely done that. Watching my dad on fire, going lap after lap, and he didn't care. But we were scared to death. I'm sure Ryan's anxiety was, but hats off to Ryan too for, building those carts, bringing them to the track, finding the money. That's not easy. Working his butt off, give his son a chance there, and that's just old school, man.
Now we got this thing back under green.
And speaking of old school, Ryan is an old school driver. He's not going to be that fastest guy, but he could be the fastest
Got
guy at the
TG
end.
Reese around already. We have caution.
Yeah, TG's got damage now, so
I think he's retired it, and the pace car is sitting still. He spun right in front of the pace car, and the pace car's staying put.
don't hit the pace car. I think there used to be a league called Hit the Pace Car, but
HTPC, the abbreviation, yep. Wow, that's going way old school.
Mark DeCinza back a few spots there, battling with the big cactus, Steve Weber.
Now here we got what happened.
Jason Dolfer.
Here's what happened to TG Reese. He was alongside Brian Lovell again here on the front stretch, coming to the green, and
Looked like TG came down on
looks
him.
like, yeah, to me it does look like he came down a bit there.
Not
And he went for-
expected, right at the kink there, expecting to have a little more room, obviously not on purpose, but
Looks like it didn't hurt him too bad. Probably just scuffed up the tires a bit. And if he can catch a caution, he'll stay on the lead lap.
any damage for the 43. Wow, the 3 gets a little bit loose. They're taking the inside line, trying to go after the 83, and that was a sticker pecker moment right there.
So we got Terry Marinero in the 33 car, working on Brian Dan in the 11 Mountain Dew machine, looking to bring Rick Castle with that damaged 124 car along with him. Can't quite make the move though. And meanwhile, we got a pass for second place here. Slim Jim, his teammate Jeff Hale,
and a
Ken
pass
Hansen.
for fifth place as Christopherson, the highwayman, goes backwards as Ryan Tracy makes the pass.
Ryan
Then
Tracy
he gets
and
freight
Chris,
trained. Now we're
Chris
starting to see some
Beckman follows
racing
him
here.
through. Oh, 33 around, and that might be no caution. It is no caution there for the 33 of Terry Marinero.
Marinero sauce on the track.
Let's see what happened to him here. We got that. Yeah, those labels are backwards. So he just got,
Boy,
he
these
got
guys are
loose
racing
and
hard.
brake stomped it to save it. Got a little clip from the 124 and back at it.
Well, lesson learned here for Christopherson. tried to make one pass and lost about 10 spots on that outside. He got freight trained. Nobody. Oh, a little bit of warping right there.
He's been having that lately. He might be going to the back because he was experiencing some
Yes,
connection
exactly.
issues.
So
This descent might be by
Mustard's
design.
off the hot dog right there with the 40 car. What a bummer. I've been there, done that. You know, from your cockpit, a lot of times you think everything is fine. You know, what are you talking about? I'm good, man. But you're not. And he is definitely.
Yeah, I see
That's
that
like
wobble
trying
now.
to, you know, race a cat chasing a mouse. You know. Ken Shea hard on the 83, taking a look on the inside. Can't make the pass. Ducks back in, but he's letting him know he's there. The wily veteran in that Super B. That thing could transform into Bumblebee at any moment here. Ken Shea, more than meets the eye.
You know, look on board here with Ken Shea as he works on Steve Weber, the big cactus. So we pitted around that lap 22 caution, as I recall. So we're going to start looking for pits about 32, 34 laps after that. So we're going to be looking at about 54, 56 lap window, I think, here.
Now, you might keep your foot right around that brake pedal just in case, but you won't be using it unless you have to. You're going to be rolling through the corner and trying to exit out, and he is all over Steve Weber.
He's down into the apron there in the front stretch. That's legal here. There's no apron line rule here.
Mike Cassandra Christie, go Jammin' J.
Jammin' J. Which one's Jammin' J? Oh, Christopherson. Maybe.
That could be Jason Dolfer. Please
Jason
do
Dolfer, there you
elaborate,
go.
Cassandra.
Jay is usually a
That's
nickname
right.
for
We
Jason,
love nicknames,
so that's probably...
you know.
No idea what you're talking about, Monster. I remain eminently unnicknameable.
Dolfer here in P8. Just showing some real speed lately and what he can do. And really starting to open up a can of whoop ass here.
Yeah, he's hanging there with DeRocket, Mark DeSenza, looking good in that 63 car, giving chase to the 3. Matt Watkins up the hill, fighting that car. Looks like he was about to get a piece of the wall.
And Jeff Hale, the hailstorm, into second. And if we could see some vintage 29 here, folks, back in the day, this guy is one of the best I've ever seen on 1.5 miles and speedway, super speedways. That Tide car is on rails tonight.
He really is looking to make
Jim
some...
falling back a little bit. I think these guys are getting on the outside and then they're getting past.
Slim's happy where he is right here at this point in the race.
So. That's what I was about to say. Is that he's right there in contact, and he's looking. Okay, you passed me like that. I'm going to try to be doing that later.
Yeah, you got several more fuel and tire cycles to go here. There's no reason to push the issue right now. Meanwhile, Jeff Hale, his teammate and longtime friend, he's got the opposite approach. He wants to lead, and he wants to lead every lap, and he wants to do it yesterday. He is all over the 15's bumper.
Now, Keith, you're going to use that apron. You still need to get back up there and then round that corner out. You come in 2 in, as Luigi Chinetti used to tell my dad, go 2 in the corner, you know, make it the corner.
Yeah.
Luigi Chinetti Jr. actually was the head of Ferrari there, racing in America for a while, so
You knew a thing or three.
Google him. His dad won the 24 hours for Ferrari, so of Le Mans.
Of course.
Whoa, boy, Slim Jim right to the rear deck lid of the 9. 9's on rails here, man. I'm telling you, this is his type of track, too. Ryan Tracy, super strong in that 12 car. Passed his way up to get to P5. You do that on a track like this, that's saying something. That means you have a chance to move. What these guys want now is they want green flag run and some green flag pit stops here.
Absolutely.
Show them, and that's what the fans want too.
And that's how you get some separation here, too.
Separates the men from the boys. We know what the 15 can do on pit road. Probably one of the 2 best I've ever seen on pit road would be the 15 and the great Damien Gottstilla back in the day. And that guy, Kevin Lewis, was pretty good at it, too.
That's... I'll
Not so much
I
in
put my
stock
money on
cars,
Slim.
road racing cars,
I put my
though.
money on Slim when it comes down to pitting, too.
And there's that guy. Alma, there goes that man. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim, because I'm coming.
And you can see the size of the gap that lead pack has put on everybody. You got 1st through 6th there. Have pulled out to a 3-second lead. They are outside the draft range of this second bunch, led by DeRocket, Mark DeSenza, and Jason Dulfer, Steve Weber, Ken Shea, Dave Jandry, some real fast guys
he
here.
wants by the 29. And this is shaping up just like you said in the pre-race, where one car can't get away, but a pack can get away.
Exactly, and you saw, as I was saying there, that's a 3-second lead. That's big on a drafting track. At 1.4 seconds is when you can pull the draft off of the cars in front of you, as long as you got someone behind you. But 3 seconds, the bigger pack pulling away, they're just going to keep getting smaller in the windshield of these second guys. So, if I'm in that second pack, what I'm watching for is one of these top 6 guys. I'm watching for their pit message, because I want to pit with them and try and get a hotter entry than them, and hope that as things cycle through, I can use them to bridge the gap, get back up here into the lead pack.
Yeah, the 9 car in the middle of the first pack, 31.3 last lap. Mark DeSenza in that second pack, 31.9. That's 0.6 of a second they're losing, at least on that one lap.
Absolutely.
Take a look here. Okay, 31.8 for DeSenza. What the 9's doing, 31.5. So that's 0.3 of a second, and they're passing lap cars. You're getting lapped right now. You're like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, they got you in a hurry.
And
And we got a pass for the lead.
He beat up in the rear.
Pass for the
Jack
lead is
Daniels
Jeff
leaking all
Hale.
over the place.
Jeff Hale's looking to pull this whole line past Matt Watkins.
Hailstorm! Jeff Hale, Jim Gately, longtime racing buddies and friends. Back at it again after probably nearly 20 years of sim racing. You guys are still at the top of their game. Boys, Slim Jim just has a great line coming in. Really gets up on the 9. Slim's just, the professor. So he's going to, what is he
Yellow
going to say?
flag in the
Yeah, we got a
air
yellow
as they
here.
pass by that time. Oh, we got cars wrecking at the entrance to pit road. Looks like Mark DeSenzo is involved in there somehow. I think these guys were trying to short pit it, and someone didn't get a message.
That may have been, Brad Otto has been known to short pit, especially behind Let's see
Oh, here it is.
what happened here.
I do believe I called
What
it.
happened?
We're riding with the 3-car of Mark DeSenze. See, he's down low and slowing. He is definitely pitting here.
Okay.
And here comes 63 of Jason Dulfer, collecting the 51 as well. Mark DeSenze also likes to short pit.
Okay, so looking on, listening to the chat, the 3's a little agitated. He's like I posted, so he definitely, and I see on the chat that he had posted pitting this lap. So, but you know, here's the deal: that flashes over the top of your screen, and sometimes you're so focused on the corners, you might miss it. And this is going to hammer some guys here. Already looks like the 40
at the same time,
pit crew, he got to end the longest line.
We'll say something in defense of Jason, though. While Mark did post that, you can see he's pretty high on the track there when the contact is made, so he also didn't get down very
so
far.
It wasn't exactly.
3 said he posted that he was pitting.
And,
he did,
and
but he was also kind of in the middle. So
Brad was unrelated. He was not in that incident, so.
It looks like the 3 might not be too much worse for the wear here. I'm trying to look over the car. Maybe some left side damage. Either way, that threw the strategy out the window, and here we are, lap 54, about when I thought, you know, cars were going to start pitting. Here we are under caution. So, this will re-rack us right back where we were, really.
Butter.
Butter.
Right in front of me.
Parquet.
No, that ain't no parquet, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just running the commercial. Okay, what the heck? There's the 34 car downloaded on my main computer, but didn't download on camera 2. I have to fix that next week. The 34 should be a Thrustmaster ride. Looking pretty good, too.
Yeah, same with me. I thought I downloaded all the cars tonight, but I didn't get his either.
Well, I definitely had no chance because I was
yeah, you came in skating sideways,
there,
landing the helicopter right on pit road and running into the booth.
Absolutely. You know, tough luck for the 3, but, you know, there are ways to get in pit road, and the great ones do take those angles, but also that is at your own risk sometimes because, like you said, he was up in the racing line. You know, we don't make decisions.
Yeah, we're not going to call that one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, we're announcers, so the league and the admins look at all that stuff, and that's the great thing about FSB is everything is watched, looked at, replayed. So you get an honest account, you know. I mean,
just providing both sides, fair and balanced.
You know, and you take your medicine when you're wrong, and you say no problem when you're right, and you get hammered. That's just gentleman racing. That's you know, like you heard Greg Palmer talking about how great everybody was there. Is at the league. That was genuine. You know, we didn't ask him to say that. He said that because.
Oh no, the check finally cleared.
Yeah. Where's my check? You know. Well, I shouldn't say that because you guys did give me $100 a couple years ago when I went to. I got a donation that was sent to Jim Ray from different guys in the league, and. I don't even really know if I want to say where I spent it at, but it was a good time.
Should we say a little fire on the mountain?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Put it this way, I got lost somewhere in Long Beach at 2 in the morning, still trying to find a Versateller so I could go back and have a little more fun. But
all right, real quick before we go back here, our in-race reporters here, Chris and Dan, what are you thinking from here on out? Can you do it, or is it going to be a 2-stopper still?
One more stop, I think. They're going to see some varied strategies on that stop if we go green, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
10-4. Well, good luck with that, guys. Lights are off. 34 is starting tail end here in front of the 9. A couple lap cars to the inside row. 87 53 043. Danny Falcon coming in.
Special
to
guest
the booth.
here, FSP driver and Donkey Bob driver, Danny
Hello,
Falcon,
guys.
race
How are you?
winner and longtime FSP guy and my
Yeah.
teammate. What's up, Danny?
Yeah, just wanted to pop in and just. I was looking at the live. Man, you guys are so professional. That's all I have to say. It's something I can't do for sure, but great job. And I know it's going up here and hear you guys and watch this.
Thanks, bud. What do you think of this race so far? It's pretty tough out there.
Wow, it's incredible. It's they're such good drivers. It's incredible. I don't think I can
us
compete anymore.
back in the day, we were, like, we thought we were the shiznit, but man, to get out on the track and race with these guys, which you've done several times this year and last season, just can't get off the couch and come think you can whoop on these guys, can you?
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Meanwhile, the 3 of Mark DeSenza is on a mission. 34
goes
around.
and the leaders
Right.
miss him.
Oh, but Mark DeSenza coming through the smoke.
Wow.
Caution back on the
Just keep
speedway,
your
and this
foot
is
in
gonna.
it, Cole. Just keep your foot in it.
Yeah, we were joking about that the other night. Yeah, just keep your foot in it, Cole, and do exactly the same thing that got you massive head trauma at the start of the movie.
Yeah, and we say that facetiously because it's definitely.
Yeah, we specifically referred to plowing into the wreck as Cole trickling it, and everybody got through fine there.
That is actually in the rules. You see smoke, you slow down. But sometimes when it happens, like right there, that was a great. We got to see that. That was
Yeah, we're gonna go on board with Mark DeSenza there as he drives through that.
tough luck for Shane Wisman. Is just trying to get laps in here, and it doesn't look like he got any damage. He almost got a little air there, though. That car was really light.
So here we are riding on the roof of the 3-car Mark DeSenza. See, he's on a mission there, restarting back in the pack with after the penalty and the slide. See, there's that cloud of smoke, and woo, he barely misses the 34 of Shane Wisman.
Wow.
That was a high risk to low reward ratio move there, but it got him some spots.
Yeah, appreciate the room, Dan. Great job.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna blow just one. I wanted one spot that was good enough for me, man. I didn't want to take 2 more people out in the means of it.
Wow. Look how quick that happens, dude. I'm telling you. That's like 1001, 1002. You better be thinking quick. No
Yeah, it's funny.
Budweisers if you're going to do this.
We all separated, and I think we all gum booted it. And as soon as I got by, oh, good.
You see, Shane took the 34 car starting around the leaders there. He was pretty loose through 1 and 2 the first time by. The car also acts very differently. It's hard to describe if you're not out there driving it. On an aero-dependent, very fast track like this, if you're used to being behind cars, now all of a sudden you're out front with fast cars behind you, it acts completely different than it has all night long. And I think that got to him there. He got a little loose, caught a bit of that apron again. Same thing we've seen with everybody that went around. He chased it, held it for a little while. Man, great job everybody getting around there.
I think Shane Westman just talked to his crew. They got a new set of chonies for him. They're going to pass those through the window. And some Dramamine.
And my bucket.
Where's my bucket? I got to throw up.
Yeah, great call, Shawn. You got to be ready for that extra downforce when you get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you haven't been there, it's a shock. Especially since he stayed out to get tail end, so he's got a little bit more wear on the tires.
Looks like NASCAR says the 53 gets the lucky dog.
While they do that, I'm gonna go grab myself another soda, and I'll be right back.
Hey, the voice of FSB steps away a little bit. The mouth of FSB is here. So, guys, what are we looking at? 45 laps as we sit right now. Definitely can't make it that far. It's going to be closer. Still going to want to split this in half, no doubt, if it stays green.
Yeah, definitely one more stop for everybody. It's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be some guys who run it all the way out, and like you said, some guys who short pit and split it.
Well, we've seen some passing here. You've been in the top 5, top 10 all night, Chris. You really haven't shown like you want to make any moves. Is this go time yet, or you want to wait a little bit longer and just stay right here? Be patient.
It'd be nice to get a long run because then you can use each other's tires as an advantage or disadvantage, right?
Yeah, that would be great, Dan. You know, if we could get a little bit of a long run here, it opens up a little bit of strategy for you, gives you some options. I haven't felt like I wanted to press it yet tonight. I don't think we're quite there yet.
Yeah, at this point in the race, I'd want to be top 6. That's right where you are. You're 6th and 7th right now. And just keep those leaders in reach. Same
Got
draft.
lap cars down low here.
I think me and Dan are in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I like your spot. Obviously I like Slim's, but Ryan Tracy's got himself into a good spot there.
Yeah,
Got the lights out.
These guys have been jumping back and forth. These passes are being made under caution, no? In the pits.
Slim Jim, your leader once again. Matt Watkins back 3 spots now. Yeah, some guys must have taken 2 tires there.
Don't even want to mess with Slim Jim when there's 40 to go. Look, the thing about Slim Jim Daly is he never shows you all he got until it's go time. He's in a groove. He's been competitive to win every race. Winner last week. You know, strong on even road courses, short tracks. That 23 car is always a good pick to win. Matt Watkins, take a look at Jeff Hale now.
Yeah, Watkins.
now, Matt is not laying about now because I know this dude. There's nobody that has faster hands than I've ever seen in sim racing than the 15. He doesn't drive like a Sunday drive. You know, I've heard great drivers talk about, you know, maybe, smoothness, not gripping the wheel hard. Well, I'm a gripper, man. I mean, I have to tell myself all the time, don't rip the wheel apart. Matt Watkins is one of them gripper. He manhandles that wheel, does not mess around. And he's fighting that car and driving it like he's trying to choke the life out of it all the time.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm a light touch guy.
Up
Light
there
on the
all
pedals,
night is
too.
that beer can. Ken Hansen has really got a strong car tonight. But he
Matt
is
Watkins.
getting freight trained, and we saw that happen to several cars as Watkins almost clips the apron there. It's right up in front of the 29. Fortunately for the 9, he was able to get back in and not go all the way back like we saw earlier with several different cars.
Oh, Watkins catches the apron, and unlike everybody else tonight, he hangs
Whoa,
on and
and
he catches the
he comes back
29.
up into the
29, 12,
29
9
into
gets
the,
around him.
12.
Watkins into the grass. Caution on the speedway. Oh, Ken Hansen gets a piece of that, finally.
Oh, upside down is the 41. Our in-race reporter. He's upside down like a turtle.
He's back on his wheels. 12 of Ryan Tracy getting rolling again.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a big one.
That was
The big one,
definitely.
and that 41 car is hammered. he stuck his head inside the turtle shell, but it didn't matter because they just beat the living tar out of him there. Butter on the track. This could be a extended stop here.
Well, here we'll see what happens.
NASCAR.
I don't think 15 just. I don't think he realized the 29 was going to be there when he got up.
Well, I don't think the 29 thought the 15 was going to come up either. Because he couldn't see that Matt hit the apron. And Matt, with those quick hands, like I was saying, managed to gather the car up. But he had to, you know, when you start to push up like that, you need some space to catch it. And he caught it.
Yeah, I had declared the 41 of Chris Beckman clear too, and then when the camera angle reversed, we see that the 9 of Ken Hansen
had a good line of sight to get through that, and then but the 9 was coming up into him and turtled him.
We'll see just what Chris saw here. Saw the wreck happen. He gets out of it. He gets it loaded up. He thinks the 9's okay.
Yeah,
9
hits
gets
the brakes.
9 gets into the right door of the 007 and sends him back up into the track, and Chris just doesn't have a thing in the world
He's
he
like,
can do about it.
I'm clear. I'm not clear. I'm upside down. Help me talk,
Dan
Chris.
Jones. Dan Jones got hit pretty hard in the door there, but I think he should be okay.
Who needs doors? Well, these guys are racing they were pushing it. It's go time. But the 41 wasn't. That's what happened. So he was laying in the back there, expecting maybe, something like this could happen.
Dan Jones got the wall, too, after the 9 got him. So, yeah, he took heavy right side damage. That was definitely the big one. This is going to have huge implications on the outcome of this race. A lot of big players caught up in this one.
Well, they got the saws all out on the 41 car, racing for a championship here.
Yeah, he's got to get that thing back out there. Okay, so you
Needs
see,
points.
so here's what happens here. Just as I said
And
live,
he's done.
the 15,
They called it. The 41 is out of the race.
29 appears to have retired as well.
For Chris Beckman, doing everything right, trying to stay out of trouble, and almost made it through, and negative.
You can see here the 15 gets the apron, that binds him up a little bit, costs some momentum, and 29 looks high, and man, I don't know what that looked like in the 15's mirror. Let's see if we can look at the 15's mirror.
Well, he's too busy
which we
trying
can do.
to save the car, so he's not looking in the mirror. He's just trying to save the car, because right there, that doesn't look. I mean, that is grabbing your butt with 2 hands, because when he hits that apron, it comes off. That thing's starting to get sideways. See it? And then he catches it, but he needs room to let the car step back out. And by the time, there's no way he could keep that car down. So that's his mistake.
Absolutely.
That's on him, but he was just doing all he wasn't worried about who was behind him. He was too busy trying to catch that car.
Sticker pecker moment.
Sticker pecker.
Yeah, how's your car, Dan? Looked like you took a pretty hard hit.
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I did. I'm not sure what it's going to do here.
Yeah, it's going to be some significant right side damage, it looked like. You and Chris were clear, and but you're down on the apron there, and Ken couldn't see you and just got into your right door, and that's what got the 3 of you all tangled up.
Man.
Heck
Just
of a
our
wild
luck.
ride there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that. You turtled for a while until the grip flipped you back on all 4 wheels. Milty said you have retired the butter churn there. Was just the damage irreparable? Or you just didn't think
we
you could...
just had some motor damage that the crew chief couldn't put it back together. He said this thing's basically blown up. So
Oh, shoot.
yeah, tough break for us. I felt like we were in just the right spot. Had
Yeah,
a
you were
chance to
right
go up
where
there
I,
and,
right where I would
challenge
want to
those
be
guys.
in the catbird seat there. Well, you ran a smart race. Just sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. So check the box by the bug tonight. Tough break there.
Yeah, but like you said, that's racing luck. You know, we were doing all the right things, and that's what counts. If we do that every week, we're gonna have more success.
Yeah,
than we do
exactly. All you can
failure.
do is put yourself into position. That's all you can do any given week. Pace cars
Yes,
back
sir.
off. And Pops Margison is your new leader. Like everybody topped off except him, I guess. Ryan Johnson's on pit road for extensive repairs. Not sure what happened to him.
And there's a huge line at the porta potty there, but they were like, "Oh, that's Milt, man. He needs to get back to the broadcast. Let him go first." Tough luck for Chris there. That's racing the 59 in there, all beat up.
Well, here's what we missed with the 59. He woes up for the wreck. Seeing all this on the front stretch, he slows up and looks like he gets hit from behind and goes for a ride through the grass. Catches the 124 and is hammered again by the 87. 40 of Jim Christopherson got caught up in that too.
Jason Dolfer, we saw him towards the front earlier. Still got a clean car. Going to get that skull and crossbones up towards the front here. Just trying to get into the top 10 now. Quickly you lose track position. That's what happens.
Well, speaking of taking it easy and keeping your car in one piece, here's a name we haven't said much tonight, and that's Will Farmer in the 95. And the McQueen machine appears to be in good shape, and he's working on Dan Jones here.
Starting in the back.
He had lost the draft entirely at one point. Now we've got Ryan Johnson in the booth, series admin. Man, looked like he just got
in care center.
infield care center there after a nasty hit there. Looked like maybe he just got caught up slowing for that last wreck.
Well, I got loose coming off of 4, and whoever was behind me, it wasn't their fault. Got in the back of me, then I went spinning. Thought I had it saved. Evidently someone else further behind didn't see me spinning, clipped me. It happens, so I'm up here with you guys now.
How about the 11 car, Brian Den? We mentioned him once back in like 28th place. Somehow he's gotten that Mountain Dew car up there with the big boys.
Up in P6, I don't know what the condition of that car is, if he's been caught up in any of these. But he's looking good right now.
That classic Junior Johnson, number 11 car, rocking the Buick.
Also, don't look now, but Mark DeSenza has got himself back into the top 5.
Well, we'd like to take a quick time here to congratulate Ryan Johnson and his son on a go-kart championship. Isaac, tearing it up, man. Great job, guys. You guys are world champs.
Yeah. Well, our local track, yes. It was quite the season. We had fun. A lot better luck than we had the last few years since we won our first track championship. We had this new kart that we couldn't get dialed in for anything last year. But this track that we went to this year, which was different because of COVID, the track we normally race at didn't race. We just got dialed in. It worked out real good, and he had a great season, so really proud of him. And he worked hard for it and raced for it and came out on top.
Awesome. Well, we know he's got skills and brains. He must have got that from your wife, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we
I don't
got
think I have
caution.
either one of them, right? No. Yeah, he's a good kid. I couldn't be more prouder, as a dad of him. So, I hope he does great things in life, as any parent hopes for their child. But he's a pretty bright kid and pretty proud of him. Just don't let him know that.
Oh, we got
we give him
smoke
hell
on the
whenever
track
he's here.
there. I don't know what happened, but
Looks like the 9 car of Ken Hansen went for a lazy spin through the infield.
could have been. It's once you get damaged. But absolutely, great kid, great driver, and way smarter than I could ever think about being.
Yeah, there it is. Ken Hansen with whatever damage he got from that last wreck. Got a little loose off 4.
Man.
And
It's time for
didn't
a
hit
chorus,
anything.
I think, from them.
Yeah, don't open any of those cores. They're gonna foam all over you.
Meanwhile, Steve Weber, the big cactus, what he do? He's a lot like Ryan Johnson the way he drives. You know, he's not gonna you know, blow you away with super speed until the end, and then he's gonna find a way to win. Fuel. He is a champion in this division, and he's down pit road, the top 3.
Well, look at P2 and 3.
He's got to have one ink on him here, so he don't need another one.
Yeah, Matt Watkins, he's got to assume one there. But as I said, you know, Professor, Slim Jim Gately there, 23 car, they were pristine. The 83, I believe they're pristine.
He's got to go around the 15. That's always the hardest thing as a driver, is when you and that gets his car in a funky position there.
Yeah, but he's got that number 1 pit stall, so it's going to be okay.
Help, yeah.
He might be okay. These stalls are a little bit bigger than standard.
Oh boy, Matt Watkins
he
gets
came
out of there. That
out
15,
still second. Yep.
Pac-Man crew, Monsoon Motorsports.
Ooh, a little contact further back in the field. Pops Margison, 51 of Dave Jandry, and I think that's the 320 of Ed Fowler. A little scuffle coming out there.
The
No
3
harm, no
cars
foul.
still right in it there. Will Farmer looks like he gets some spots on pit road. And the 11 of Brian Den. Very impressive run here. 007 with a little bit of door damage, but Q Branch worked on that on the pits, and we'll see what happened.
Now, one thing, if you're one of these cars that's just taken some right side damage and had it repaired, the shorter runs are going to be your friend if you can keep catching cautions like this, but keep your track position. Because you can manhandle it, use up some of that tire, and try and hold your position, maybe even gain. But if this goes to the finish, the 24, 26 laps like you got here, it's going to cost them.
I won't give up without a fight.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
How'd the car feel, Dan, after that door slapper?
Well, after everybody passed me, fine.
Yeah, that's another thing that'll change the handling, is, you know, you change the arrow from some damage.
Yeah, it's like a train passed me, though, even though I don't think I had a chance to duck in anywhere. So, got some people here without damage, I'm thinking, too.
Well, Tom Jackson, you know, used to just hang out in the with the fans. Now a driver, but now he's back hanging out with the fans, having a beer and or a drink, a stiff one. Yeah, no, he's having a cocktail and you know, enjoying just being a part of it. And he's made huge gains here in this Pro Sim Racing League.
Yeah, but I'm afraid they're going to have to rebuild that 87 car, as I think you left the radiator in Ryan's door.
Yeah, absolutely. There.
Been there, done that. Bought the t-shirt.
Really, the star of what we've seen here is that 11 car, Brian Den. Really, you know, 28th there early on, working his way up with staying out of trouble. And we seen on that last run, he had some speed too. So see what he can do against these big dogs at FSB.
Shawn, do we know how much damage the 3 car had?
I think he just grazed with the left side when he got turned. Didn't look bad when I was watching him go down pit road.
Okay, so these guys can make it to the end here. Question is, if we get another caution, then what do? You know, you're going to lose speed over time. Speed versus track position.
Yeah, like looking at the 3 right now, I do not see a fender gap. And that's usually the main indicator. Or if they've hit a side really hard. It does look like there's a little misshapenness to the kind of the rear quarter panel. Like the door is pushed in a little further. The front fender looks good. I'm not seeing the Wrangler logo peeking up in the in-car camera. Well, you never count to rock it out, ever. Lights are off on the pace car. We're about ready to take this thing green for 24 more laps. Matt Watkins once again on point. Oh, the Rocket got a good start. He is all over the bumper. The 83 of Steve Weber.
Well, you know, Mark DeCinza's weak point, that's pit stops. But
That's gone out the window.
It's not restarts.
No. Pit stops, green flag pit stops are out the window now. He's just gotta focus on, you know, keeping whatever that car's got under him. And you see he pushed up off the corner there. He's digging.
I wouldn't count young Farmer out of this thing.
No, he's
kinda
looking
sneaking
good.
up there, running a good, smart race. So let's see. I'm kind of anxious to see what he can maybe do here. It's tough to pass though tonight. So
it is tough, especially in the big packs.
Well, he reminds me a lot of your son starting out, and with the skills, and then once Isaac got it together, he became almost unbeatable and pretty much owned FSB until he went. You know, the guys were like, "Man, that guy finally went to school," because he was taking us to school.
Right. But yeah, it took him a little bit while to calm it down and
Isaac is
learn to race a little smarter. He still gets going sometimes, and you know, there's just no taming it. You can't back him down.
Well,
he's got the raw talent.
You know, you don't put a saddle on a stallion. You know.
When I realized that Isaac was going to be a tough one to deal with going forward, I knew he was like 14, 15 when I started here, and we were both in the FSB division together. I was racing against him, and he used to drive the 55. Oh goodness, he disappeared on us right after I painted his cars too. Anyway, I let those guys go on a run at Kansas, and I reeled them back in. And just as I was about to get by him again, and just as green flag stops were going to roll around in about 10 laps, we got a caution. All right, no big deal. I'll just do it again, right? Well, 55 took off on us, and he stayed. Isaac stayed just out of my reach. I'm like, okay, he's going to wear his stuff out again. He's going to wear it out again, right? Right? No, he didn't wear it out, and then he just left me behind and ran to 55 down. James Nally, that's who it was, James Nally.
Oh, wow, this is getting close.
And I was like, that son of a gun saw what I did, adapted his line, and beat me with it. Oh, we're doomed.
Yeah, it is getting tight up there, Milt, as you just said.
It is looking good. Mark DeCenza.
Now they're back in the 29s, guys. No more of
business
that
is picking
30
up.
Stuff. Business is picking up.
Like that win the other week fired Webb up.
Heck yeah. Yeah, he's looking good there in that 83 machine. Mark DeCenza, he's using whatever that car will give him right now. I don't know what the damage is going to do, but
well, this
he's
draft's
hanging in
going to
there.
help him, that's for sure. But whether or not he can make passes, we'll have to see.
Meanwhile, Will Farmer's just looking for a window. Any gap he can find, he's going to have to pounce on it. It's do or die time here.
And he's going to want to see the three what they're going to try to do is we see where the passes are made. It's going into the corners and getting run out of 4 or 2 and then going in and driving it in there on the inside while the other guys are trying to apex. So these guys are going to probably try to defend more now.
Yeah, you can see the defensive line the 15's taken. He wants to hug that white line.
Absolutely.
As much as he can. The danger with that is if you get in too early, too low, then you'll push up. And that'll actually give everyone the run on you that you're trying to prevent.
Yeah, but the good thing for Watkins, I know I've won races in this mod, CTS, not necessarily Aero 88, but around this track, you can typically hold it wide open, and when you're the leader, you have the I don't know what word I'm looking for. I'm kind of lost in words, but you have the advantage, I guess you could say.
Yeah, the grip, the front end grip
you
from that.
You don't have
Yeah,
it
you get the
pushing,
arrow on
you know,
the
you don't have
nose.
the arrow from
Absolutely.
the guy in
Here
front of
comes
you.
Florida on the
Oh, no,
inside.
95,
And he gets
11,
hard into
3.
and the 11
Oh,
tries to
no.
miss him, and he goes around and he crashes. I don't know if he hit anything.
Oh, it looks like
Ed
Ken
was
Hansen.
coming forward too there, but
Ken Hansen comes along, gets a late piece of that too.
Coors all over the track. And that's another big one. Hard racing there, tried to get inside of him and made contact.
And sometimes just try and reach for something that's not quite there. And well, he had the nose in there. It was a bit of a late move, but the nose was in there, and we'll just go from there. See, 95 and 3 together. 11 gets in the
What
back
they always
end.
say is you want the nose to the quarter panel.
Yeah, or at least
The
to the
nose
wheel.
was right to the edge of the bumper,
Yeah.
and the 3 had to see him coming, but you know, that's still you know, the admins would probably look at that as the 95's incident, as he made the contact, and the 3 wasn't going to give it up. It's win time now, so
Yeah, that's a tough one.
that's racing. You know, they're racing hard.
Oh, and you see the 9 just came in with his brakes locked up, and he went up the hill and gets a second hit in on Will there. Well, these guys are all coming in for tires, looks like. We can... There's no question they could make it on fuel, so... Now, is someone going to try and stay out? Is someone going to try 2 tires? What are we going to see with this?
I could see 2 tires working.
I do see some 2 tires. I see the 58. 58's going to come out second on 2 tires.
That's Natalie Cole singing the Pink Cadillac. Oh man, I'm getting my groove on here. If you had the camera on me, I'd be like dancing for Dave Ellens in that Pink Cadillac. All right, enough of that. But
There we go. I can bring your camera back up. There you go.
Oh, I turned it off already.
Oh well. Come on, you know I got the buttons for that.
All
Here.
right, we'll turn it back on.
Let's get the Milty Cam and some
Let's
some
get
dancing.
the Milty Cam going here.
As you can see, I chose to wear the horizontal stripes because, you know, the COVID-15 just needed to have another 15 added by the camera.
I don't know the words of this song, but I think Pink Cadillac.
You just know it has Pink Cadillac in it.
I should do my homework here, but
Well, I've heard the...
get some, Natalie. On a Saturday night. Well, it's Friday night, but
I've heard the Bruce
It's a
Springsteen version.
Pink
I should know
Cadillac.
it by now.
yeah,
Well,
I'm
we're
more
gonna-
of a heavy metal kind of guy, you know. But I like all kinds of music.
Well, it looks like it's going to come down to a battle between 2 of some of the best here at FSB ever, you could say.
Yeah,
15 and 23.
Oh, Slim Jim did win that race off pit road over Johnny Doucette. I thought 58 was going to beat him.
How about Five Fingers there?
You know, he about pulled out the win last night. Yeah, in the trucks. He barely got beat coming to the line on the last lap.
Yeah, photo finish at Martinsville last night in the trucks. Have you ever?
Slim's going to need him to stay up there on his bumper because he's going to need a little help to make that pass on the 15.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, Arrow.
You know the 15's going to defend low, and he'll get that apron and catch it. But, you know...
First couple laps up highs, more grip.
I've seen Matt Watkins do that in the Indy 500, in the IndyCar, sideways in the IndyCar. I'm thinking he just does that stuff to, get his blood pumping a little bit, like to, irritate himself or something. I'm like, why is he down on the apron there and he's sideways and he's saving it, I mean, and then he's going on and winning the Indy 500,
The Hulk Hogan thing there, punching himself in
That's
the
where
chest.
people go to die when you hit the apron at Indy,
Yeah, that's not ended well for a lot of people.
Yeah, me included. Of course, I did beat him there once, but I wrecked him. Thank God he won it the next year, and I was able to broadcast it because I felt terrible. I told my teammates, I'm not, dude, you're not going to, no, man, 2 to go. Somehow I thought there was a hole, and like Ayrton Senna said, if there's a hole and you do not go for it, then you are no longer a racing car driver.
Well, someday you'll forgive yourself, I'm sure.
No, I'm sitting here looking at the trophy going, heck with that guy, man. This is FSB Indy 500.
Well, we got the lights off. We got less than 10 to go on the, or actually exactly 10 to go on this restart.
But, if we weren't like 2,000 miles away, he would have probably ripped my face off. But it was actually very cordial. And like I said again, it was sure nice to see him win it the next year.
Well, right now he's
we
on
got
the
a race
point.
right here.
He's about to take the screen flag.
There's Francis Timmon figuring Indy 500 winner.
Hey.
God, don't bring that one up, That was another one that got away,
Yeah, it got away from me with Matt Watkins is also with like a teaspoon of gas in his tank.
Here we go.
Here we go, and Johnny Doucette was looking under slim.
They're not lying about now. That was no staggered start.
Oh, by the
These
way,
guys were on it.
Remember that 91? Yeah, he's still here. Look at Ken Shea. Where did he come from? Looking to the outside.
I think he's turning into Bumblebee.
Oh, he's looking on the outside of Steve Weber. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, that is dicey on the first couple laps. I think these guys are on fresh tires, I believe, and they know Johnny Doucette's on the 2 tires. And you can see Johnny just can't quite hold the low line there. They want to dispatch him as quick as possible, not get hung up, slow down by him.
Here.
Oh, man. And if I'm Shea, I want to work with Webb and get around this 58. Don't let him hang you both up.
Some help, but this is exactly what the 15 wants, is these guys battling.
Absolutely.
He's going for it, down on the apron.
Wow, that was close. Look at Ken Shea.
There's contact.
Oh, he's around. Driver's side door first into the outside wall with the 83.
That's going to be a caution, and that is not going to be the end here.
That is not going to end it. We are going to have more than 5 to go when they take it.
Should not be the end. They should have a green-white checkered here. Well, I mean, you gotta go for it, earlier in the race, you make that move, these guys are going to give you the spot and go backwards. We saw it. And then you get freight train. Now you're not giving the spot up. But that's the only way you're going to pass is to dive it down in there. So you got to expect that Slim Jim Gately's going to want to do that same thing. Jim races with ultimate respect, and he don't want to lay a fender on somebody, but I think the only way you're going to get in there is to drive it in there hard and take it. So Johnny Doucette would love to see that and see these 2 guys wreck each other and get the win.
And steal one, yeah. You see Ken Shea caught the apron there and shot up. He had a lot of room there from the 83, but...
Yeah,
good
he
job
pushed up
from
the
the
track
58.
after he hit the apron for sure.
Yep.
I just went back and watched it.
Yeah, we got it replaying live, or, yeah.
Yeah, and we actually have
there.
the admin that will have to, review this race. And once again,
Breaking up
kudos
Milty.
to the admins for doing what they do, sacrificing time, showing up every week. I've been admin, you show up every week, everybody's dependent on you. You have to review the races, you have to deal with the situations. it's a job, you know, and you're not getting paid for it. It's for the love of racing and for the league, and these guys do this, and they volunteer their time.
I can confirm
No,
Milt
thanks,
is
Ryan.
not in an aquarium. Just for some reason the audio is breaking up.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, I typically take my Saturday evening before I go race in another league, spend about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, going over the race, cutting replays if need, and posting in the forum. Just part of it, but I enjoy it.
Think we're looking at a shootout here to finish this one. Ooh.
What's gonna happen?
If you're going to make this happen, look, these two, like Ryan said, maybe the two best we've ever seen. You could throw Rick Johnson in there. You could throw
Rick Johnson
a couple
conspicuously
of
absent
retired
tonight,
guys
too.
in there.
Yeah, I think for the lead, it's going to be just those two tonight. I don't think anyone from beyond second is going to be able to make a charge, and I honestly think it'll be hard for Slim, just because the way it's driving tonight. He'd really have to make a spectacular run, but I ain't going to count him. I'm not going to count him out.
A mistake.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
going to
one
count him
thing
out.
you've had is you've had a lot of restarts. So what are the tendencies here? As a driver, you guys have seen where the leader is picking this up. There is, FSV rules. You have to maintain pace speed. You can't stall guys and play that kind of stupid stuff. But by doing that, you can also time your restart, and you got to get up on the wheel right here, and within two corners, you got to be able to make a move here real quick.
Still some strange things could happen. Spinning the tires, breaking a gear on the restart or something. It could get interesting yet.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we've seen Slim blink a couple times, too, including under this caution. The lights will be off this time by, probably, or maybe next.
Doris hasn't said much, and she don't need to because her son don't say much. He does the talking on the track.
Absolutely.
And right now she's sitting there, chewing on her fingernails or
Going
gritting her
green.
teeth or something here because right now she wants that 23 car to make that pass.
We're going green next time by.
Pink Cadillac, pink Cadillac.
Brush leather seats. I forget the rest.
Well, I'm going to have to work on that because according to Dave, he painted that car especially for me because I kept calling his Chevy a Cadillac. And so that's, very nice of him. And also a great cause, racing for the cure, cancer, breast cancer. We know what that pink means.
Absolutely.
I'd like to just shout out Dave Ellens up there in the top 5. He's had a pretty good run tonight. It's good to see him up there.
Yep, aforementioned pink Cadillac there, the 115. He's all clear of forest fires.
Oh, I've got him on a generic car, so I didn't realize that. Sorry.
Tom Jackson, Corinthian leather.
Rich Corinthian leather.
That sounds like Ricardo Montalban.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
For
Gotta be
all the
on
marbles,
wheel
next
here.
flag
Gotta be on
ends
the
it.
wheel. And not dilly-dally here. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
And Johnny Doucette kind of laid back on the start.
So did
Or
Slim
didn't get a good one.
But maybe he's expecting to pick up the draft behind him. I don't know.
I was a little
The
concerned
91
about
wants
these.
to go, though, and that's definitely... And there's contact. Hard
Oh,
in the
91.
wall goes to 91.
Is there a caution? No caution, I think.
Actually, I didn't see him going to the wall.
Yeah, he
I was
went
still
to the
watching.
inside and came back up the track.
Not seeing yellow lights.
No yellow lights.
They're racing for the win here. And here comes Dave Ellens down on the inside of Johnny Doucette. Still smoke on the track there.
Yeah, that's from
and he
the
makes the
91.
pass in that big old Cadillac. Dave Gendry behind him is trying to make the move. That 2 tires of the 58. It's really starting to show here as that car is getting tight. And they're all coming like a hornet's nest. Meanwhile, for the lead, we got Slim Jim Gailey in the 15. What can they do?
Without
It's
help.
the last lap right here.
Without help, there's not much he can do. Again, he's got to hope for some kind of mistake or
Matt Watkins
catastrophe.
once again from almost wrecking again. Slim Jim Gailey right on his tail, but it won't be enough, and that's Matt Watkins again with the win. The winningest racer in the history of FSB has just won another one. I would shudder to see how many wins this guy's got.
Yeah, Pac-Man, as predicted. Someone picked him at the beginning of this race. Not to take too much credit or anything.
Man, you went out on a limb there,
I went
bro.
way out on a limb. I can't believe it didn't snap on me. But yeah, the co-goat, Matt Watkins, is your winner. And he's still going around at full speed. I don't think he really believes he won this one.
Mild-mannered guy, and now he's going to burn him up and slide through the infield.
There you go.
But when he gets behind the wheel, he's a terror.
I mean, it wasn't the cleanest run there. He did get caught up in that scuffle with the 29.
Yeah, Doris very proud. P2 for
good
the
race.
23. Good race. And one thing we know about Slim, he going to race clean. You don't see him put a fender on a guy unless it's an accident.
And that's incredibly rare. I do remember one time when the entire field...
Matt Watkins smoking him down.
I do remember one time the entire field wrecked across the line at this very track when I was in second place coming off turn 4 and chasing Slim to the white flag, and he got loose. It was one of the times you and Greg went nuts in the booth. I think that's the only time I ever remember Slim making a mistake.
Watkins still burning him up. I don't know if he's breaking COVID protocol all the way back into the
I don't see anybody out there.
stalls. Ain't nobody out there, so
I don't see any people.
He's in the infield. He's by the motorhomes. He's going through the, fan cars.
I mean, he should have had the DeLorean for this one, because he's just, phasing right through everything. Time travel, time warping.
And he's done. Time warped into P1. Matt Watkins, what a show.
Yeah, so you're...
I think he ran over the porta potty, but I need to go use it, so we'll
Not
see
that
what
one.
happens there.
Not that one. You don't want that one. But again, there's your finish. Matt Watkins, Slim Jim Gately, Dave Ellens with the podium finish, puts the pink Cadillac P3. Johnny Doucette, that 2-tire strategy, it got him some track position, but couldn't quite get him those last few that he wanted. Hangs on for a 4th place finish. Dave Jandry, the 51, rounds out your top 5. Brian Den, that strong run all night, ends up P11. Solid night there for the 11 Mountain Dew machine. Going further down here, we got Ryan Tracy, Matt Stewart, Shane Wisman, and Dan Jones soldiers on to a 10th place finish after a really hard wreck there. Knocked all the other cars he was involved with out of the race, but Dan hangs on for a 10th place finish there. And you can see the points implications of tonight. Chris Beckman, after getting turtled and having to retire, surrenders the points lead. Now 5 back of Matt Watkins, who jumps 3 spots up to the lead. Slim Jim Gately to 2nd, 7 points out. Jim Christopherson and Steve Weber. We are all set to have ourselves another one of those epic points battles like we had a couple seasons back, where we went into the final race with half dozen drivers mathematically in it. I'm seeing that happening down the line here. We got Milty back. He's got a fresh beer. And we got Dave Ellens already joining us here to start our podium finisher roundup.
Pink
So,
Cadillac,
yeah, while Milty
crushed leather seats.
can go get our first and second place finishers here, I'll talk to Dave. And man, you got the pink Cadillac into the podium on a Friday night. Good job, Dave.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, thanks, man. I had to drive up through the crowd and everything. That was a tough race, but that was a blast.
It was kind of a survivor night out there. It looked like you had to pretty much just keep the car clean, and seemed to be what you did. I didn't see you get caught up in anything all night long.
No, I think I saw every wreck, but I don't think it got scratched at all. So I'm happy. I just tried to keep it clean and drive through the crowd, and it came in.
Well, excellent. Well, great run there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
you know,
that
the
jumps
fan-
you 4 spots in the points too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's good.
that works. And you know, I apologize to you after last night for punting you in the corner, so it worked out tonight.
You know, I didn't even go around from that punt. It was good. I just kind of dirt tracked it, a little Tokyo drift, and there was no harm, no foul. So no.
Yeah, I was
Don't
so
you worry
busy
about it.
watching you try to drive the truck, I forgot how to drive.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. It's Martinsville's not my forte, and but no, you definitely put on a good show tonight. Congrats on the podium finish there.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thanks, man.
And
Good
we
luck
got
next
some
week.
guys.
Pink Cadillac music. You gotta watch the
Yeah,
broadcast.
yeah. Milty does a terrible rendition of Pink Cadillac.
Yeah, I
but
don't
I'm
know.
not
Yeah,
much better.
well, the museum
to
I
work
borrowed
on
that
that.
from found out I borrowed it, so I got to get it back to the shop on Monday. So back to the 57 Chevy.
All right.
All right.
Good job, Matt.
And we got
You
Slim
too.
Jim Gately. You were getting cheered on from your usual fan club there, but couldn't quite get there. Looks like you kept the car clean all night. You're always where you needed to be. Just what did you need? Just a little draft help, or more tires, or more time?
I wasn't going to catch Matt. By the way, congrats to Dave. I think he just left, but and also congratulations to Matt. I owe Matt an apology, and probably my teammate and a couple others, but I kind of made a mishap out on the track. Matt had to check up, and I think it caused my teammate and a few others to have problems, and then had a little last-minute decision to go down pit road, and I almost wrecked Matt doing that right there toward the end. So just I don't know. I'm just going to chalk it up to I'm extremely tired, and my decision-making is just not real good tonight. But, you know, I had a pretty good race for the most part. I'm pleased with running second. Like I said, I wasn't going to get by Matt. He wasn't going to make any mistake. And anyway, there you go.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
we
the
saw you
incident
go
we saw,
backwards, forwards, and then you managed to get up there and have a chance for the win. You know, you don't always knock them dead, but somehow you still got a great second place there.
P2
and,
some lap sled.
yeah,
That'll get it done.
Yeah.
I think the incident you're referring to, it looked like, and I'll ask Matt what his take on it was. It looked like Matt actually got the apron and started coming up the track.
that's
and
what
then-
we thought.
And Jeff Hale started to look to the outside in the 29, and then it just kind of got together, and it was on
He
from
had
there.
to chase the car up. That's what was that the way you see it, but
Oh yeah, because I thought Slim thought he maybe took the caution or something. He checked up like really fast, and when I lifted, my car shot to the apron, and then from there I was just doing everything I could to catch it, and I thought I had it, and I think I just barely clicked Jeff, and I really hated to cause that wreck like that. I didn't want to like run over Slim, so I lifted. Yeah, I went to the apron just a little bit, and actually it happens. I did the same thing last week. Like I lifted coming to the caution, so.
Okay, that makes
It's easy to
sense
do.
then.
It's easy to do.
okay, yeah.
Now, Milt, that makes more sense what happened to Ryan there. We thought Ryan's accident was in response to the one up that you guys had, but actually it was the opposite. Yours was the response to the one Ryan got into. Okay. Now that timeline makes more sense, because all I did is I backed up a couple laps and hit Alt 6, and I got to your guys' thing, which we'd seen live anyway. And then you took the restart, and we're like, well, what's the 59 doing sitting on pit road? He didn't get in that. Okay, now
Yep.
we got the timeline straight.
Absolutely.
Well, still a great run. You were my pick, so you eschewed the broadcaster jinx, so thanks for that.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, and you got yourself back in the point lead. So, what's your schedule look like for making the rest of the races here on out? Because we have 4 remaining, with this being the 8th of the season.
All but one. So I need to get a little lead so I can miss one more. But no, that was a fun race. Slim gave me everything I had and then some. He was on it. So it's always, you have to be perfect to beat him. So it's yeah.
Back at you, bud.
I think if you had
absolutely
little
you
drafting
guys-
help there, might
like
turn the tables.
damn near
But
20 years of racing with you guys against each other. So
Yep. We go back a long ways, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
great job, all you guys there tonight. Thanks for joining us. And again, I alluded to the 4 races remaining in this season 38 and 2020 racing season overall. We have Darlington. I love that Darlington Regional run coming up
Matt
next
Marcus
week.
used to drive by there every day going to work.
Indianapolis, Talladega, and Homestead, the current version of Homestead, the 2013 Progressive Banking, to wrap up the season, and that is always a good show. That's a good one to end on, especially in these truck physics. So those are some 4 good tracks that are very different from each other. Should be an interesting show, and hopefully all you guys can make it. And let's give us
look
another.
at the points there.
Yeah, look at these points. We got 5 guys realistically in it.
14 points.
I want to see another one like that. What was that, like season 36? I think we had, where there were a ridiculous number of
or 5 of us
competitors. Yeah, 5 or 6 of you going into the last race.
Rick Castle just out of it there, but he needed a good run today, but just got beat up. And
yeah, he got caught in a couple of wrecks. That 124 took a beating today. And the body guys are going to be busy all week there.
I mean, this ain't over till it's over. So
absolutely,
a lot could happen.
I didn't hear the points. I only heard you talking about Matt took the lead. What's the rest?
Matt's got the lead, 5 points up on Chris Beckman. You're 7 points back. You moved up 2 spots tonight, Slim. Highwayman Jim Christopherson drops 2 spots to 9 out.
For him too.
And Steve Weber drops 2 spots, but is still only 14 out. So it's still pretty wide open. Yeah,
top
4
5
races remaining.
14 points. That's definitely doable.
And plus, you got that wild card Talladega in there. I mean, I don't have to tell anybody in this room that anything can happen there.
And it always does when I'm on the track.
Anything can and will, including me hitting the wall at 174 miles per hour last time I was there. So that was... Yeah, I just got turned straight into the wall at the truck race there. Like 1 second I'm going.
He did.
Yeah, exactly. I was 1 second I'm on Ryan's bumper, and the next second I'm in the wall. It was that quick. That's super speedway luck for you, but yeah. And then Homestead, that's another one where there's a lot of drafting. But Darlington, Indianapolis, those are a couple. Just completely different tracks. Darlington, I love Darlington. Every time we get to Darlington, I'm like, I want to get out there with these guys. Is Milt going to call out tonight? Am I going to get to drive this one? Yeah.
Well, I was last minute.
You were last minute. I was getting ready. I was preparing the driving
the
scene.
Admin password, and I didn't manage to shut the server off during the race. So that's
there you go.
good.
Yeah, I was logged in as admin too to reset
I'm surprised
it to get
they
people
give
their
me
numbers
that
back.
kind of power, But
With
they
great
want to hear
power-
what I got to say.
With great power comes great responsibility. So we're all screwed if Milty's got
Well,
responsibility.
I just want to throw a shout out real quick to myself and my Donkey Bob team. We're running a charity race for St. Jude's Hospital, which I've contributed to for years. If there's a broadcast link, I'll definitely post it in the FSP forum. It's a league race, which we usually don't do. It's not like an iRacing race. It's actually a league race with rules and all this stuff. We've all contributed money, and if you get a chance, contribute to St. Jude's Hospital. Something I've done for years, and glad to be a part of. So
absolutely, we did officially name that as our charity for charity events here at FSB. We all agreed. It was a pretty unanimous and non-controversial pick there. Yeah, they do great things.
So if I get some info, I'll definitely get on or when I get some info, I'll definitely post it in the FSB forum.
Excellent. Well, good luck with that there, Milty.
We're going to win that thing,
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for all you do.
25 drivers. So
thanks as always for helping out and joining us here on in Sound and Vision, even at the last minute there, as we had to deal with some Windows updates. Thanks to our series sponsor, Bill Farmer. He had a rough night tonight on the track, too. I think he was the first one out. But he's putting up that hardware these guys are racing for and putting on a hell of a points battle. Thanks to our series admin and guest in the booth tonight, Ryan Johnson, after he fell out. Getting those points updated, reviewing the races, doing all the admin stuff he does, and sponsoring some series, too. We thank Ryan. Of course, our podium finishers, Dave Ellens, congratulations on that, getting on a Friday night podium, and of course Slim Jim Gately, Matt Watkins joining us here. Yeah. And thanks to all you guys joining us out there in the YouTube viewing, chatting, leaving the likes and the follows. It helps us get discovered. This is all just a recruiting tool. Nobody's making any money off it, so appreciate anything you can do to raise our visibility. Happy Halloween, everybody, and of course, if you haven't yet, get out, vote, drop it in the ballot box, get out to the polls on Tuesday, however you want to do it. But everybody vote, no matter which way you want to go. It's, we want to see high turnouts.
Vote, yeah. Don't do that Sunday.
Should be 100% turnout. There's no reason it shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
And so for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night, and we'll see you next Friday.